Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever the time of day it is when you are watching this new video from me, Avomance. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. I don't care. Just watch it right the way to the end. Today, we are going to do, I hesitate to say it again, but we're going to do a tutorial. We're going to do something quite simple, actually. We're going to do something simple because I need simple in my life. Everyone needs simple in my life. We're not going to use redstone. We're not going to try and be too clever, but we're going to make, or at least help me, be able to create sufficient wood to be able to continue making this blooming great tree that is going to take so much wood it's frightening. We are going to properly deplete the ozone layer over the Ryotcraft server. Now, I don't want to use redstone. I don't want to start gathering stuff and using sticky blocks and banging trees left, right and centre. What I want to be able to do is just grow trees in a concentrated space, and I don't want to miss any of the bits that they drop. I want to be able to make sure that all the bits that they drop are going to be ready for me to collect, so as I can not waste any time running around collecting them. And the best way for me to do that is to do an automatic wood collector, which you can do really easily using water. I'm sure you've seen them in other places, but I'm just going to show you how we're going to do this. So here is the finished article. This is what it would look like. Now, you can cap these if you want. You can create lids so the trees don't get so big. If I just burrow through here, but essentially what we've got here is a whole load of trees that are growing next to each other, and as a result you must use oak. Just mention that because things like spruce don't tend to like being next to each other too much. They don't grow very well, but oak loves it. It's all about being next to each other. It's a very friendly plant, very friendly, a little too friendly some might say in a public place. So I'm going to try and show you how to make this pretty simple, I think pretty simple tree farm. So first thing we're going to do is we need to mark out a square that is 9 by 9. I'm going to do a second one, so that's what it's going to look like at the end. So first things first, let's get my shovel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go around the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got my little 9 by 9 square that I'm making. Okay, so that's how big the tree farm is if you include the pool that it goes into. So we need to dig this. Have I just done that wrong? I have, haven't I? Already. So let's fill that bit back in again. And we want 2 around, all the way around, a gap of 2. So given that that's 9 across as a whole kind of square, the inside, if you make a gap of 2, is a 5 by 5. Really simple 5 by 5. And inside that 5 by 5, we want to take out 3. And then we want to take out absolutely everything underneath to create kind of a suspended 5 by 5 ring, which is where we're going to grow our trees. Except you got... Oh, Avo has run out of spade, so I'm going to go and make a quick spade. Be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back with my other spade. I've got a couple of stone spades which should be more than enough to be able to dig out this hole. So we will just dig this down so as we've got 2 deep. And this is going to act as the collection pit, but we only need a gap 1 wide underneath this kind of a ring, because the bits it's going to collect are very small and they're kind of less than 1 high. So it's all good. This will work absolutely perfectly. Dig this all out. Nearly there. Right, and of course I now can't get out myself. Did I? Did I get all of that? No, I didn't think I did. Right, so get back, get that one. See me parkour? How cool. Right, so you can see now we've got a fairly simple ring. So I just want to build so as I can get to the middle. Where's my stone slabs? Wooden slabs. I'm just going to build one set of oak wood slabs to act as the entrance, so as we can get to the middle. So that's number 3. We pop that at the top. So we only need those. So we can now go in and out of the middle very simply, without any problems whatsoever. So now what we need to do, in the middle of this, right in the very, very middle, we need to dig another hole. And this hole, oh, need my pickaxe, needs to be 2 deep. We're going to fill in the rest of it fairly shortly, but we do need to make the hole so as it runs. Oh, that's just notice that's dirt. So as it runs all the way out here. There we are. We can see the outside now. 8 and 8. Let's just stick one out there. So that's going to come all the way down here. And then what we want to do is we want to get a sign, which I've not made yet, so that's fine. I'm going to go and I thought, it's bad prep, Avo, bad prep. You're having a few bad prep days today, and yesterday, and last week, and actually the entire length of your life. So we need to make ourselves a sign. There's the slab, so get those in like that. Just need those. We'll have those back. Right, and then what we need to do is we need to put a sign just there. And the reason we need to put a sign just there is because we don't want water falling out. Call this wood. Auto wood collector, except I can't spell. Auto wood collector hole. There we go. Done. So that's the auto wood collector hole. And then what we can do now is we need some water. So I've got some buckets here that I've not filled up with water yet. I really should make myself an infinite water source, you know. Should I go and do that over here? Let's do that over here. Hang on. Right, now I'm sure you guys know how to make an infinite water source, but what you need is a hole. Doesn't have to be 4, but I quite like it to be 4. And then you get a bucket of water, then you get another bucket of water. I'm not entirely sure this might not be an infinite water source anyway by definition, but and then you put, so I've got in 5 and 6 I've got water. You put 1 water there, 1 water there, and that, no matter how many times you fill up, there you have as much water as you could ever need. Right, so now I need to get all this water, hang on, filled up, except I've not got enough slots. I'll get rid of that. There we go, that can go there. I've got something going to come and try and eat my face, so there's my bow. 5, donk, donk. I'm loving the bow. I'll collect that back up. Right, so we are going to fill our water up. Now why isn't that infinite sourced? Okay, that's no. I don't quite understand why that didn't infinite source there. You know what? I don't care. I'll fix that later. I know that's how you put an infinite source. There we go. And 7. Right, so we've got stacks of water now. So I'm just going to go and have a sleep to get rid of these horrible nasties, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we are back, and I've just had to kill a few nasties with my bow. So what I thought I'd do is I would create, in fact, a lid for this, if for no other reason than to show you what I mean. And we're going to create a lid that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 high. So I'm just going to run this along. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the idea of this lid, now I don't know if it's not going to work because it's dirt, and as a result that's just going to make it grow more. But the idea of the lid is to stop the trees from getting too tall and getting too kind of branchy, and as a result being quite difficult to harvest. But I did put a lid on the other one, and they kind of just grew through it. I guess they just said, you know what, you're not stopping me growing. I'll grow wherever I want. I want to grow this way, and they did. So, and they carried on growing. But now, so we've got a lid up there that should, in theory, stop some of the trees from growing too far and too high, which is going to allow me to collect the wood much quicker. So then we're going to put a bucket of water just here, and that will flow all the way down to here, which is where we can then start to collect the goods. Now that's not gone very, very far, so I'm experimenting now. Right, now I wonder if I can do this in the clever way that I did something else. So if I get a sign and I put a sign there, I don't care what we call it, just call that done. And then there, where's my pressure plates? And then there I put a pressure plate, which should stop that, and then put another bucket of water here. The water won't flow backwards because it will be stopped by that sign, but it will flow forwards, and theoretically because of the plate it won't flow backwards underneath the sign, and it will just push me all the way back here, right the way to here. So should we give that a test and see whether or not that works? So I'm going to lob myself down the hole, and I go all the way down here, but I don't go over the pressure plate. Why don't I go over the pressure plate? Because it's not high enough? Yeah, because I'm too big, that's why. But that doesn't matter for the things that I want to collect, so I'm going to refill that in. Well, I guess we'll find out if it matters for the things I want to collect, won't we? We'll have a go. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in here all the way to the hole. So now we've just got a hole. So that's right. That works really nicely. Thank you very much. No, don't want to do that, you fool. Right, so okay, so now we need 4 buckets of water, and this is the clever bit, because what we want to do is we want to make it so the water flows to that middle bit but doesn't go in. Now that sign's going to help us out, but if we've done it right it shouldn't matter too much, because 1 bucket of water in that corner will spread in that direction because we've done it 9 by 9. 1 bucket of water in that direction will spread out. I go here, number 5, 1 bucket of water in that direction, in that corner, and then finally we just need 1 more bucket of water, right, oh no, that's the wrong one, right in there, and that should spread the water that way. So, and you can see the water all flows towards that hole but doesn't go in it, and what we're going to do is we're going to test whether or not this works by lobbing some dirt in, and the dirt goes in all the way into the hole. In comes more dirt all the way into the hole. There's more dirt going again. And then if we go this way, I want to know if the dirt is arriving or not. Where's that dirt? That dirt's getting stuck, right? So that actually didn't work. And if I take away that pressure plate, right, hang on a minute, let me get my axe. I wonder if I've just got to take the pressure plate away. Let's have a go, shall we? Right, number 7. If I just take away the pressure plate, will that then make the water flow backwards, I wonder? Right, now my worry now is that that water has flowed backwards, and as such stops the stuff going in. Yeah, that would be the case. So I think that I just need to make the water channel shorter, which I should be able to do if I block this up with one of them, will that then God, only I could actually mess up something as simple as this, couldn't I? But that's alright. Let's get another sign. I wonder if that would work if I put another sign there. There we go. Right, so I'll just collect that sign. Oh no, I won't. And I'll right now, of course, it's flowing all the way in, but it's not being allowed through because the sign is stopping it. Right, so if I get rid of these pressure plates, is that going to mess things up? You get me, warts and all, people. You know it. You always do, and you always will. Right, so then that now obviously works as far as that is concerned. And if I just then put that like that, right, so I think all it means I need to do, oh, it's come all the way there now, look. Why has it done that? So if I then lob something that way, that goes in, and hopefully comes out there, but it doesn't. Why doesn't that do that now? What's that getting stuck on? Getting stuck on something, isn't it? Right, so do I need to put a block there? There we go. And the stuff comes out. That's why it was coming all the way out, because I've not done it right. Okay, so should we try that again? So if I cue some bits in there, in they go. They're going down the hole, and they should be coming out here. Please work. There we go, and they come out there. Happy days. Then all that leaves for me to do is get my saplings. 3, and plant them in here. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to do something clever with torches, because the more light you give these things, the better you will find they grow, and they'll grow during the night time because the trees need light to grow. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some torches. Have I actually got any? Yes, I do. I'm going to put a torch there, a torch there, a torch there. and a torch there, and then we're also going to put torches all the way around here. On all sides. That will give loads of light for these trees to grow, and we'll find that they grow much faster. So when I'm farming, I'm finding it an awful lot easier. You can see already the trees that I planted there starting to grow. The middle one hasn't, but everyone else has. So there you have it. And already we have a little zombie who has got stuck in the trap that we are now going to... Oh no, we're not going to do it with a bucket though, are we? Foolish man. Who we are going to ding dang dong up the butty with an arrow. There you go. Right. Anything else going to come and have a go at me? No? Right, so we will end that video there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like that, please do let me know. If you didn't like that, please do let me know. And let me know what I did wrong. Let me know what I did right. Apart from the fact that I've noticed I've missed a tree, you'll have to fill that gap in. And yeah, just let me know how it went. Let me know what you thought of my first Ryotcraft tutorial. It's very simple, I know, but actually as the mechanism goes, this is quite complicated for me. I'm just checking around to check that nothing's going to come and eat my face. No, I think we're all right. Yeah, do please leave me a like, leave me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it on any kind of Twitterverse style social media that you may choose. And do not forget to hit that sub button. It would be amazing to have your subscription so you could join my sub club. And I will see you in another video. You take it easy now, where I will do more of the tree. Bye.